Wala busia osha emrena nonsia abo edia pawensima edia samienu pepepe aha eosikani 99.7 ebrena son esena no peso ya tanase ya jinkunja na yede agokanse mu nsem ya tuni din se fast transport yede besomo on your super magic authenticated dalosikani FM 99.7 channel so juma de netumi live from Facebook inteni dim ura Facebook wan wa share odo comment ode twice ye jebre ye be kan yana kama e show no so helpmi edia be free sabre no so ba ene be sorry edi afrin konya so na no pay atona 7,000 enterprise yemfa na so na CPSA yemfa emo sense of madaroma omo ebo e chudam ya atona sedition no je di Abraham Stars room e wona catch na kopima ne coast ho enamben na wo hwehwe wonsa betumi aka room na cosmetic shop or ma cosmetics products na eno so abusumi ne nkoni ade nyina ye room e wo Heaven Stars na fe yenso so ne yakwa akwhwa akotoye de ye na no poba daroma motaye chomo supply nsuo enti we contractor na wo penso nkwade a make for Heaven Stars me pacha enterprise na DMNA omo attach edition ye di Ebro on your super magic authenticated dalosikani 99.7 na jeme ba clinic commode fap majimi go ena fap member capsule said ya ba unya nwe bi na no ma me pacho gonorrhea syphilis white candidiasis nyina asie betu na munyarwa nyina nyina ebekọ na no pay o madaro masotachi ye di show ni ye di Ebro sikani 99.7 fapim T and MScha ene typhoid ne malaria dro ena fapim koko eba MScha ene sie koko dro na no pay o mo editor ye chirom ene haba shop bia o so perfect majimi go fapim member capsules fapim T and MScha na fapim koko eba me chane bi na so akwa use nei no so oho ebetumi ato ye wura yamfa na ase ni bi mo entumi ema alhamdulillah collections so sentade papa ye koto ye ho sneakers papa na slippers papa madaroma wo me dia ba adwama zura mo Friday market on ma me pacho kopie mo ewo ne tense National Health Insurance Office o mo ne omo eni dia nim hwe ye wura mo enso ewo Blessed Sound Enterprise na pai Blessed Sound Enterprise bre na ne tie so mattress no quality ye kwa kwaje ho say ye ken size say ye kwen size say ye student mattress na wo pe ye wura mo enso ewo ne tense ayadia me pacho kopie mo ewo me pacho Blessed Sound Enterprise ho na akwaje no wo mo o hwehwe mo womo ene netie ene se ayada Friday market ne ne diem hwe boga kwadwon kroma na borosan ase pe ena Blessed Sound Enterprise wa womo eto mattress ena fe pillow ahodo nyina eho midin e de se Salim DJ Fani Adaroma wono ene de room Facebook ne ntani dim ko share na fe fa comment eto ase na yenje breyan kikani na kan wo show no so yentime mfamre yan starting seven yenko piemo e wo the senior national soccer team the Blasters of Ghana womo akache na se captain yehu so ye ono ne da so aye osahino se ne ye yini to akondwa ono aye Andre de Rami Morgan ju me dem kase ye fra ye mfra ni bi osahine na nkase ye kwani agya ne fie eno na former communication director Edema Ghana Football Association yenwa Ibrahim Sani Dara wose adene ne ekeka kwani de wo hwepetetekramo pade wonje ne ese coach Otuado me pacho Andre de Rami Morgan ju wo kane plans ho na wone me pacho ne tennis master FM e the boss ha enkomo no yenti
the unending debate of Andre Dede Ayew. They say, no, on baby omo.
So baby abiena kwa kudumo. Send me a squad na come. You can never say never. But say based on your ACC, you know, and this is the perhaps Myanmar can a very last squad before you all the body squad now. And it's a coach now you're not doing say or be this group of players echo. Wow, the meaning no. Based on ESC, I think that this is the decision the coach has taken. And then you know decision bad. But at the end of the day, coach enemy. Number 2, on no bench team. Agency all yes, meaning say or the Wapayo and yes, but only means second year the born abaso. Sanko year. subono ya de mano
wo ane Ibrahim Sani Dara wono so ne sama okay no echi no eno se ene me pacho technical team no wo me ewuram Ghana ye Premier League ne league sentence awdo na nso yakohwe ya only one local player ene boni din edeka ho nyame atoma Ghana ene Austria Ghana ene Germany two friendly games no only one local player Benjamin Asaro no pe ene nya kwanya kwesi akan edi amade senior national soccer team the Blasters of Ghana no ene Ibrahim Sani Dara se ono de na nkana dwemase local players no yenya pi musu ebeye asiakan edima the Blasters say be ya World Cup na local clubs no wo musu ebenya sike sanse na FIFA atwa sika de ato wow club me patcho club our player ebe ram akwasiakan edama national team World Cup asano sika twitwidi de da ho a me patcho club no jede ebam yente Ibrahim Sani Dara ne nsomode tu dwa no
so edom bi wo ho no mo a omo coffee no mo ana omo ko World Cup no mo no na ni ade ko ni omo nya bi akan ni bi nya de ensi ebi ase ya winning match bi ebi abese 3 bi na ka 10 minutes bi to give obi a cap nti no na ko ti say oh mu nyina we si sabre mu ko uba ko no obi a nya cap si bia that apart is a game no matter do from beginning to end now. You know, yes, is a baby. And it plus no did do na kono. There's a 50 and a bit kind be. And it's almost cano. 11 na cano. I was say, you who say, Okohono Mudiana. A debiano FIFA sikebi chiama teams na players no ebo omo maba tournament no eminti yen hwese we disredia me bi to omoni se omo hwe no omo hwese omo local players ni bi any young players bi aka squad number 1 for them to get experience. And number 2, you have to come in the court of the bench. A woman on me, the minister, I can't be there on your BC. You are about bench. Yes, you can only be more. Yes, you can be called a manoni club there. Really, now you're not me pair. Say, me quite sure. Kabeya, among Shannon fa. Local players division so that Mediana Kotoko Hasu Dreams FC Heart of Lions team bia Ghana team bia say player ni bi Sikani ba Ghana
wo Ibrahim Sani Dara ono so na dwa wo kire e de fa ono yewuram ena no ena me pacho ukopia mo parliament leadership no wo mo ewuram e wo England mountain so me kire wo mo ene Sunderland ekoya enkita hodie ni nyina ene se democracy cup ne ne wo mo epeso mo ye me pacho abeje democracy cup o Ghana ha no wo be ba na mawuram enso so na fo ne Sunderland fa kwa kosi aka ne ade eno ena speaker of parliament right honorable Alban Kelford Baben Sumana wo no edit just say yine yenka mo biante so no na footballer ball na edade na no di ikecha sa birechire pade bode hunu ikecha oni dodom was no ni ball bo papa enya sam go to no kra no once be obo football match against Benin yentie me pacho speaker of parliament right honorable Alban Sumana Kensford Babin ne sama de etudwa no.
I'm a footballer myself from childhood. I love playing football. Only in those days it was just for entertainment. And so my dad advised me to rather focus more on education than playing football, which I did. But I kept on from time to time playing up to Parliament. I was part of the Parliament football team. And I played a game between Ghana and the Benin, the Parliament of Benin. And I had that as a young parliamentarian. And as I grew up, I realized that there were still some missing link in our democracy. There was a big gap between Parliament and the people, particularly the youth. And so I was looking for initiatives that could bridge that gap and that could strengthen the growth of our democracy. So I came out with this idea of the Democracy Cup. And the Democracy Cup has caught on. It's a vehicle we use to try and get the main football clubs in Ghana to compete. And at the end of the day, the winner, we try to link the winner with a foreign team.
War anti eno aya me pacho right honorable Alban Sumana Kensford Babin, Speaker of Parliament, and Atisene or Dimunchumo at Deme Jumaden Sonochino, and also more Equoyano, near Tennessee Sunderland, a club Bacoa, me pacho, one more Ewan such Revenano, a Jiji or Ghana is and say, Woman ama Ghana for Kukudam Aquasia can Diamomo, a be at Asamojan Baby Jet, John Mensa, Sule Ali Muntari Wemuna, a Ghana for Manto Macosia kind, a di Ama Sunderland in Tino, Ama Sunderland and club and Crofoni Momo. Ghana hapa.
Just started 2 years ago, and so last year Kotoko won, and we linked up Kotoko with Washington D.C., the club in the U.S. We went there, and Kotoko won the match there too. Yeah. And so we still have that relationship with them, but it was Sutherland that also gave us the hint. Was, as you know, Sutherland is well known. In Ghana, because they really were a breeding ground for some of our fantastic players like Asamoah Gyan, like Tony Mensah, like Suleiman Tare. They all passed through Sunderland. So it became a household name, and we've been following them. This season has been particularly good for their re-entry. They've done very well, and we're just praying that they stay on, because they've got some youthful players, particularly from Africa. And we saw yesterday how they showed their skills. So we're very happy to be with them, and we had a very good discussion with them on how to collaborate further. And they assured us they will be part of it, and they will visit us in Ghana for us to discuss more.
Right. War anti eno a Speaker of Parliament Alban Babin honorable right ono and Atisene wadimunche mudimeno echino wasi match no mkohe na anyama nkuya from Sunderland team nemum omubo modern pa.
And it's my first time coming, and it's my first time coming to Leeds. Yes, and also Sunderland, but I must say that it was very, very, very nice. We were warmly received. We had the opportunity to tour the stadium, and we met the owner himself and then the technical team, and had the pleasure of watching the match. And really, it was quite an interesting game, well played. Fortunately, Sunderland lost, but we're very happy with the standard of play. I mean, Sunderland has quite.
War anti eno a Speaker of Parliament ono so de ne omukopiem e Sunderland me pacho club no mo enkomo course ne adinina emu nsam na de me wura mo yenkonkoshe me pacho me apani ani de jaw ampofo Ankara wono Director General National Sports Authority shanon so esafi pepepe ne ndra and His Excellency the President of Republic of Ghana John Dramani Mahama we yi apani ani de jaw ampofo Ankara se ne wonko Director General Enfama National Sports Authority nra wura mo enso Sporty FM Ekobonkomo wajide mapasa adwuma na enjoy there now so
to enjoy it.
Something to cry.
Haven't you? Yeah, I've decided to enjoy it. Very challenging, very difficult, but I'm blessed to be put in such a position. If you had asked me, you know, would I have wanted to be there before I was, you know, appointed, I would have said no. And I say, you know, that place is crazy. That you know,
it's a minefield.
Yeah, Professor Chumesi's my predecessor, his headaches and his challenges and his problems. I would sit back and think, how does he cope? You know, if something goes wrong, it's him, and people who've never met him or who don't know him would give it to him, the media, the politicians, stakeholders. So, if you had asked me, I'll say, no. I can't handle that kind of SHOT. But having the blessings of the president and whether or not I was ready or whether or not I could do the job, if the president has been advised, or he himself saying, I want him to be there, that should tell you that you shouldn't, be so fearful of entering that space. And that's how I've carried myself, that I've got the backing of the number one man until whenever. So I keep telling people, especially family, that if today the president says, okay, yeah, thank you, 1 year, go and sit down, go and rest, let me bring somebody else, I would not be disappointed, because it's been a year of amazing experiences.
Wa enti ya ampa fankra wasi enei abra before ye dey join the bama ne so bi bisa ne sem kopese okoya adwuma as boss at the National Sports Authority and kobeja so ye dabi enke ka kire ne se ho onkoya adwuma nko na so nei o mampani atonsa de first okoya adwuma e dey kwan se wusuro esanse o mampani na nkasa tawachi etadwuma no de ma no na ni ajogu so obo e de ema Ghana me patron National Sports Authority enu ensame no achi ne wadi nkomo fa baby jara samojo no Sport FM and no kase baby jara today ni dino e was ya printing in gold esansa kwa na djuma waye no enya asem ketwa.
But in terms of the players I've seen their impact, what they've done, he has to be up there. And in terms of relevance, impact, Asamoah Gyan has to be up there, because it's not just about that penalty miss. It's not about him having malaria and scoring a last-minute goal, injury time goal against the Algeria at the AFCON. I think it was Equatorial Guinea. It's not about him getting decisive equalizers or friendly match, getting that equalizer against England at Wembley. He seems to be there anytime. So Asamoah Gyan's name would definitely should be printed in gold. Whether or not he's the greatest, we need to be analytical. Maybe emotionally, you would say that for all what he's done, he deserves more than he's been given. Fantastic player, big heart, big heart. He's a player for the moment, and we're missing him.
Wa entiampo for ankra eno later sadon samno ya demo ojumaden sanra me pacho wura Ministry of Sports and Recreation womo elanche World Cup raffle draw no na nietie ene se yekon se Stone Boy Benjamin Asare mo John Penson mo nkrofo bebre na mo enso ewo ho Wa entuba Facebook wa be hu esampanifo pianra wo mo ewura mo empanifo so mo lunch draw ye no eye ne tie ene se ya the World Cup draw no na Minister for Sports and Recreation Honorable Kofi Idi Adams no we de tudwa wo se rafo no mo eye no wo mo ede bebo Ghana fo abaso mo a wo mo ata blasters e chi papa. In fact, you qualify senior man koye no mudim baby be kobia na me patro players and as supporters no mudim ni adia e was e be na we do ese adia no yesi no pepa ne nsa no anaso o chima hwehwam de no won pepa ne nsa kwa entene e was Ghana for mutu di team na chi no ye de abasobosoro nko edimo yente Minister for Sports and Recreation.
Belong people of Ghana. It belongs for decades, ordinary Ghanaians have followed the team through triumph and disappointment. They have filled our stadiums, gathered around television sets, and carried the colors of Ghana across the world. The fans have always been part of the journey, and that is exactly what this initiative seeks to recognize. Ladies and gentlemen, this World Cup Raffle initiative is designed as a platform that allows citizens to participate directly in the Black Stars journey to the World Cup. Through this initiative, supporters across the country can purchase raffle tickets and stand the chance to win a variety of prizes from official Black Stars memorabilia and souvenirs to exciting travel experiences and ultimately a fully sponsored trip to the World Cup itself to support the team.
War anti-minister for sports and recreation and artists to the number 20 heno MC lunch and ra etumi cause mu se demo show no se ramo yan kwhwe enai me patcho GFA club license manager esmements wonu so di nkomo wose no krepa ne facilities no enai etwe o maso papa no so mo challenges se pa mo wo and se facilities no enai e wo Ghana ya clubs no wo mo any managers wo mo etimi control eniema especially pitch no so it's answer pitches in be no enyo mo dia yentes mements.
Major challenge is the facility owners. The facility owners. You see, these clubs don't control whatever happens on the pitch. They pay money to facility owners to prep the pitch for them, or even the entire stadium for them for matches. Then they come, facility owners also rent these facilities for other activities, non-sporting activities. It's a challenge. Then we have another challenge. As I already mentioned, I have categorized them into three: the finance, then the facility managers or the owners. Then we have the weather conditions, harsh weather conditions. So you see, from January to where we sit now, March, the weather is so severe.
Wa eno AS Men's Club license manager ne general no chino was say ne ohwe 18 clubs o musiaka o Ghana Premier League ma eye 7 pe eno mankasa o stadium enti ade no toda na e hadwen
categorize them in three folds. Yeah, so the finance we can mention challenges without mentioning finance. Yeah, it is one. Then in terms of infrastructure, let me just squeeze and settle on that. In terms of infrastructure, when you look around, we have about just 4 clubs who own their own stadium. If I am to add Mediama, so we have Nations. We have BBN Gold Star.
Yes,
yes. So we have
the dance park.
The dance park.
Nanaji Mambedu, the first park.
Exactly. Then we have BHM United.
Oh, Nanaji Abo.
So the rest, if I am to add Mediama, so we have 5.
Okay, but Mediama is the Takwa Stadium is for the people of Takwa.
Exactly.
Yes, but of course,
exactly.
Then the major beneficiaries is Mediama and the clubs in the catchment area.
We are adding Ho United, newly promoted club.
Yes.
Then we have Kando Heart of Lions.
Yes.
So out of 18 clubs, we have just about 7 clubs owning their own
facility.
So the major challenge is the facility owners.
Wa enti ene AS Men's ne de ne yede ma e show no se be na ko papa na yankwa na amonone yenhwa amonone nsem no so atimamba betedwanra anadwo yada yene tia yasika afofo se Senegal Nations Cup no mogiye no wo Magi Nations Cup no de free Senegal for nsem de ma Morocco ka afofo bokọ de adanya wo mo se match ne kwaso penalty ne bias Senegal for delay ye no Magi kruwa no eye forfeiture ana so ma forfeit game no enti yaye game no 3-0 edema Morocco enti minimum kasai CAF Nations Cup na ye boy no nyawa champions e Morocco asem de in fact chesa boni popusa na omo explanation omo de bana wapa nyamia ni nokreni mintimi kan you say the CAF appeal board decided that in application of Article 84 of the regulations of the CAF Africa Cup of Nations AFCON, the Senegal national team is declared to have forfeited the final match of Total Energies CAF Africa Cup of Nations AFCON Morocco 2025. The match, with the result of the match being recorded as 3-0 in favor of Federation Royale Moroccan de Football. No, omodibaye. The Confederation Africaine de Football Appeal Board decided today that in application of Article 84 regulations of the CAF Africa Cup of Nations, the Senegal team is declared to have forfeited the final match of the Total Energies CAF Africa Cup of Nations AFCON Morocco 2025. The match with the result match being recorded 3-0 in favor of and the Medicanaka. Na mamenhwe babia article nankasa no mukoto in application of article then in favor of ni nyina ma chirechire mu ha ma chirechire mu ha eso mo de article 84 no na de ya adwuma adan ya Senegal for ni delay match ne be 10 minutes, more than 10 minutes. It is a bobo na delay more than 10 minutes so a for feature ne ka fufu ayen wa na Sadio Mane eko ne tie ene se ne Instagram so say the world knows the true champions. We are seeing na enim nya oye champion na nkasa bo na ya bo agrupa ma no so ye wie na Sadio Mane asanso at the statement about say what happened has gone too far. This is not the football we fight for, not the Africa we believe in. There is too much corruption in our game and it's killing the passion of millions of fans across the continent. Players give everything on the pitch, but decisions of it are deciding matches and trophies. I'm deeply disappointed, not just for Senegal, but for African football as a whole. We deserve better. The fans deserve fairness, transparency, and respect. Anyway, Sadio Mane diana na ebranda ko pantino we dia mamem fancy wo na ye ma na montentam se ko UEFA Champions League no enwa nietie ene se the run of 16 games ne etodwa me pacho mamem fantodwa ese game etodwa Portugal Mountains Sporting CP wo mo echi bodo glimt ebo 5-0 enwa na sa game we de na ni ewo ho it's a first leg ni bodo glimt wo mo echi Sporting CP ebo 3-0 na ne etene secretary ni dem edi Goncalo Inacio watuatana Pedro Goncalves watuatana Luis Suarez Arajo Rafael Nel womo ene about 5 goals so no edi Sporting CP minimum kasai 5-3 on aggregate womo edi come him after the game Francisco Trincao wono ene panfo name no man of the match minimum kasai me patro Sporting CP womo ewramo the quarter finals no of me patro UEFA Champions League na yanko chara game se toja Arsenal womo etanam Emirates Stadium womo tontana bi no Bayer Leverkusen womo antumi ante kracha ni dem enso de eberechi eze we dey come to atana Declan Rice womo about 2 goals no hetema Arsenal the Ghana sabra Bayer Leverkusen womo antumi ante after the game man of the match no Declan Rice so sia kan hetema Arsenal team ne Arsenal qualify nyame atoma qualify no mo Sporting CP the best shadia boom yanko Chelsea the Blues the pensioners so mo tena fie Stamford Bridge me pacho Paris Saint-Germain ekochombo mo eka pare miensa Chelsea ntumi anti Abidjan Blue me pacho nei wamusu ani atutu atokoto mo jamo kracha ni din Edikivicha Kvaratskhelia watu atana ni atana sa Bradley Bakola ede bakode soso majulo wamo ede bo 3 goals no ede ma bobo kwani dari PSG me pacho 8-2 on aggregate oka home and away boma me pacho kan watwe Chelsea fight mu mieno ene Chelsea fremo PSG ekonenim enwa after the game kracha ni Edikivicha Kvaratskhelia akwawe watete Chelsea FIFA League no watete omobo 2 goals anwa wasanso to atana man of the match no home and away wasanso akwaje ene mo kase Paris Saint-Germain wamo qualify wamo ewramo the quarter final same room yankoshe other game eteja se ne sikoye Manchester City watana fie Real Madrid Los Blancos Los Merengues ekochombo be kamiro watemu bakora Montada en ekoye Ramomada entena nema nkoye afama Manchester City kracha ni din ede me patro Elembo Hala won the ball one consolation goal edema Manchester City Vinicius Jose Pacho Oliveira Junior Vini wobo 2 goals brace on hit here ede Emma Roma de team no omakodim kudimo oka home and away boma 5-1 on aggregate yenamo kasa Real Madrid wamo Roma quarter final ntino ne tennis kapoji ne tennis umpire na amam Yanko, after the game man of the match, Vinicius Jose Pacho Oliveira Jr. Vinny Jr. Wano Enwa Hiti Brace and Tima, Roma de Tuna, Nemotimo Cosani, Yakopo Aya to me the Champions League, me Pachi Eshe, Wama wo to me air qualify, a Romo, and so the quarterfinals, FC Barcelona, 5:45 for Zoli, Wama any Newcastle United, never ball, first leg get a shadow song, FC Barcelona, Wama Echo ball 1-1 against Newcastle United, Tournament Persone, Wama do teams are there no more men and Eyukube, and nay, Wama Etonafia, Tournament Per Stadium, Wama let come at the first leg, I let come at the Chamo, a Bromo, a catches and nine, not just I didn't wedding, me Pacho Baya Munchin, that rotten and nay, Wama Etonafia, Atlanta for more quiet day, it's on the first leg in a Birmingham, Echo Chomo, a bomb. Kensia, Wamutimu Bakuntene, second leg in a back on she on Besham Bed 10, Young Rum, Liverpool, you never Cologne, Wamutanam Anfut and Afe, Wamu and Galatasaray Sport Club, Asha the bomb first leg, Galatasaray, Wamu Equachi Liverpool for Bonacabako, one to me at Liverpool, Wamu Ebe Ramontada, a Ben and Crab and a Bachelor, Jansha UEFA Europa League in a net, Yakupo Aya Tuma, 1 game El, Yogramo, our Portugal, Spartan Braha, Wamo, and a Faram Varas Besha, about 3:30, and at that particular game because of first leg, Hungary, me part of Faram Varas Timino, Wamo H. Spartan Braha, a Bonacam, want to me anti-way at the only UEFA Europa League game and then, he bet to me because Yamia Tumadachana, Nyakan Bakosana, you could be saying Sepep Gatola Sala, SCP Club, what didn't ya, what it in the Perama de Timino, na some kind of Wunyaman see that be, and Sancho for Mona Munusa, Namidia me Popia, one no Emma top challenge Padia, and no air jogging the bed the Kaza Club on any team, Liverpool, Mona Tete, me Pana, Roma de Timna, Yente Sepep Gadola Sala.
What does it mean for the City project? How much impulse has this given to the City projects? And perhaps you've been disappointed. And has it been the biggest challenge of your career? No, Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool was my biggest challenge. You almost don't realise what it was like to face Liverpool. Those games was a great learning experience.
What NTS Pep Guardiola Sala and I tell son of the Muncho with Alvaro Abelua. You could be saying, say, where you open any daddy, you say Pep Guardiola Sala dinner film. Something I say Morio, where you need for my Champions League, and now man, what the mono, I must want to see that be one of the crap and so on, Jabba Subibian Famono home. Now, our great players, how many years, Jumana Kama, to me, Ediamano.
You have won 2 ties against Mourinho and Guardiola. I suppose that one of them is a great reference for you. What does that say about you as a coach? That I have unbelievable players.
What an accompanying D and so Edia Vera Abelwenra after game Charles and Paris Saint-Germain Bueno, you could be Enzo Jeremiah Fernandez says any future no crown. What Charles Club and I say, Yami Aya to me Bobuna Ketis and a lot of speculations about their fan home and a catch and a common and also Sonny de went to mention it's and say, me patch still almost 8 games on the Premier League, FA Cup on the Storm and the Signamo, NTN after that, no, one ever World Cup after World Cup, the next decision. One Enzo Jeremiah Fernandez so bet me Enzo could take on the manager Liam Rossino Yokobisan say Enzo was on the future or name our chance I catch na Jenna yo and also no cross answer on here no something to you.
Firstly, I haven't seen that. It's hard for me to speak on speculation. So after a game, and I need to focus right now on the most important things, which is making sure we get a result against Everton on Saturday.
What anti and no air penny daddy Liam Rossino one of Sunday Jenna and Yamia to me the Madika say Galatasaray one more a Romo Anfut Liverpool Cromodan Fee one more any Liverpool you never color Kobo na UEFA edit tabo and I say share edit to Galatasaray for so as some more intimate conquer how much ni be na nya eba. And it's a despacia bandy almost so much room our Amford Coach game no enra and Quafana Bonchenku our lantern na and yasam kuta kwanko fuya dwene na nyama panko fani ya hono wo munya kwanya ko hege ni bio but ni na mo no enei wo mo enso wuro London a womo twimu mu me kohwe fire flowers no no maso London Monteso womo so monti so dogo bi no abe no eye bobo kwani der Galatasaray Sport Club na Newcastle United eno mu wuro mo Spotify camp no Barcelona for mo ticket no 3000 pe na nkrofo no mo kono womo so mo buru 10000 ene Barcelona for so mo yam hihyo manhwe ya na netie ense Newcastle for no womo ebe ya adwense nipa over 7000 no womo ed force be grobo awago pama so mo se akoba sanhwe ya na akwakofa oye ne diaba etimene mo kasai empani force ne security no womo ebe yire mo pampe eno ense mefuo ebebra na koma memfansi ya miengwa homa no so na ye ne Mr. Kuto emo enkomo. Good morning sir.
Good morning no na design
Nyakopa na tomba kwa me patron so e
Janso adumo ye ho ya dia ti kama pa
ye de radia se ena no pay doma west Ghana man ya so yiti
da wase minchia wo no adwumefo atiefo nyina da obibi ache anopay ye hwe wiema sirem savannah northeast ni apais na powers na wo mu no anopay wiem se no from 25 degrees Celsius ewia ne bebo amena kodu 41 degrees Celsius me wiema esi papa edru enumre an Johnson awuhuru ne wo mu nsuo eniwo ye ba ye middle board in Grand Quantan in Potamian Bonani afu nyinada akose hwi amangwa se ni na ne kwasare nyaka ho kasapin afu go su nyina ka ho no pai baby ho ebosi baby akwaye ne mepo baby obosi we driver ni a blow speed at number ho ba na kofa bi amro anopai wi mission from 22 degrees Celsius ye we say wi ani be bomb wi ma shi papa kodu 36 degrees on Grand Quantan in Potamo we my shit. Pibi bo wani ho ban we ye adwuma we adwuma na hwe no musuo so bebre enwumre na nadwo so na uhuru ne wo mu make sure to say bem from bebre be badere mansan yada na biso mi ka se sisamre ya nsuo na tikakra na wotwi mu no obi a wo pa wi ade ahye wofu ode ahye bibia no fasa kwa wo na hye ni na se nsuo sa start bi wa one cage achi yaba mpwani from Western Central Greater Accra Water Eastern Asante no wase north nyina mu no anopai wi mission from 23 degrees Celsius e wi anemo bo America do 35 degrees Celsius enu so enwumre wi akona enwumre mu no Western Central obabi kakra bi nsuo wodi aka nsuo ni babi abi weni ewi mu ensatrai edemasipi
Jensia da sipi Mr. Kuto Nyankopon hira na no pay ene ne ade aba besum yosikene 99.7 eso mame kai messages ne ne sorry from free juma den sane Wednesday yamya doma na nwumre ye beba ye the live commentary between Galatasaray and asama mame kan say Liverpool versus Galatasaray ne ye the live commentary ne ye de ebebro yanko na yenhwe messages aba o Facebook no so kwaku de data say good morning sports Wikipedia ye be comeback ene monne from Club World Cup champions to Red Card FC and now A2 FC. Greetings to former Desmond and DJ Bless. Oh, yo, Omate. Emmanuel Kwao. Chia Kwao was say great sports. Yeah, say Capo G was a good morning. NKT Peter Durere. I'm shocked self this morning. Africa party concert ni. And also need the Kwakudi that was say calf power way yeah asem. How can football move forward with this kind of injustice? Okay, and also Eddie, no. Raskin was a great job live at Raskin. Phone shop opposite in Krankwanta Presby Church, and so Raskin messenger with the Abesumi and Anopai. Oh, sure. So, young Koshe, way Dennis was a good morning boss player, monitoring the most authoritative and powerful sports show in the municipality live from Hala Madrid. Regards to Honorable Ali Muguyaro. Starboy was watching the show live and clear at Afmim Airport. And so, ne de ne, where the abre show no so, ye de Mantino.